Hey everybody, this is DIY Coach Al over here at Lawn Care and Home Repair. So I am finishing up this project and I was trying to smooth out the lawn, do a little bit of leveling, but I couldn't do it with the shovel. So I decided to go ahead and try out this Sunjo tiller cultivator, 16-inch, 13.5 amps, and we're going to see if it can do the job in a way that would make DIY Coach Al proud, make you all proud. So I'm going to get out the way so we can go ahead and start doing this. Before I go, somebody has something she wants to say to you.
Cue the music.
That's how we do it over here. Hey guys, so this is DIY Coach Al. Man, I tell you, I am so happy I made that decision 12 years ago to harass her, stalk her, hang out outside her window, show up at her job, and everything else I had to do to marry that woman. Yeah, she's a keeper. Okay, so we are going to, I was actually doing my yard. I could not possibly show you on camera to do it justice, just how uneven it is. My yard actually goes like this, then it goes down. There is literally no way for me to level out all of this, but there were some spots that dipped really low and then came back up, and it was a problem. Has been a problem with mowing the grass. Now I am going to do some leveling here, not doing a whole leveling project. There is no way for me to thoroughly level this yard the way it needs to be leveled, and I'm also dealing. I have some injuries, surgery over here on this shoulder, and yeah, I'm almost 60 years old, guys. Next year I'll be 60 years old. Got the arthritis over here, and even a little bit of pain in my back. So I can't do things the way I did 30 years ago. And honestly, I'm not trying to do them that way. So instead of doing it with the shovel, I decided I was going to actually rent one, but I do so many other things for other people. And I said, well, let me just go ahead and buy one. And I moved over to battery platform. I saw this one. The price was $150 before taxes. And this one is an electric. And I don't plan on using this that often. But when I do need it, I'd rather have it than having to go to the store, rent one, get it back. I do have a shed, so I can put this in the shed, so it's not a big deal. Then I have people who also do things with their lawn. So I'm that neighbor who I don't mind loading up my tools. So I decided to just go ahead and purchase this one. It is actually electric. It is not battery powered, but I am hoping that this one will be just as good as a gas powered. And because I take care of about 10,000 square feet altogether, but the part of my house that I primarily try to make sure it's always looking on the up and up, that's about 8,000 square feet, and all of that would be in range of 100-foot electrical cord. Don't really like using the cords. I am much more of either a battery powered or an electric powered guy. But I saw this and said that I wanted to try it. I do have a Snowjo snow blower. You guys leave me a comment. Let me know if in fact Snowjo and Sunjo are the same company. I just haven't looked it up. But now I'm doing this because I'm doing the lawn renovation, the front and the back. And I'm not suggesting that you do this if you're doing a renovation, but if in fact you are going to do a full renovation, even though I'm not doing a leveling, a renovation is absolutely the best time to do your lawn leveling, because you're not going to be disturbing the grass if you're going to use sand or compost, or you're going to use dirt or a combination of soil or a combination of those. You don't have to worry about doing it when your grass has already grown. So if in fact, and I know that there are some people who subscribe and who view my videos, I know that there are other people who are actually in the midst of doing their lawn renovations. I would love for you guys. I'm going to put a video up over here. My friend over at the Lawn Lab, he just did a video. I want to say it was maybe yesterday. I've actually watched it twice. This guy is just phenomenal. You guys know I will not recommend something or somebody that I don't think is going to be helpful. His content is just so phenomenal. I have actually learned a lot from him. And he has a video, like I said, it's going to be right up over here. He has a video that talks about seeding, the time that you should seeding. He goes all the way from looking at the day of your first frost and counting backwards by 45 days. It's just a phenomenal video. And as I said, he puts out excellent content. I did message him today and he messaged back, and just love how his dog is integrated into his videos. He and Jesse over there at Lawn Life with his new dog. But anyway, if in fact you're going to be doing a lawn renovation, this is the time for you to also do your leveling. Now, somebody mentioned before, they said, hey, Coach Al, you have a lot of tools and things that you use over there. I can't get all of those tools. This is not something that I'm suggesting that you must do. I'm just saying that if in fact you are going to do a lawn renovation, this is the time that you'd want to level your lawn. So as I said earlier, I could do some more of this with a shovel. I did do some with a shovel earlier on, but as I said, I'm dealing with some challenges with my physical health, and I'm just not going to act like I did 30 years ago when I just acted like nothing bothered me and I would just go out and do it and deal with the consequences later on. So this actually has 3 pieces. It has this bracket right here that goes on the base. This is a 16-inch, I believe it's a 13.5 amp if I'm not mistaken. So it just has that these 2 brackets that go on. I'm not going to bore you with putting these on the video. I'm just going to check out for a second, throw it together, and then come back and let you guys see how I use it. Now, this tiller, I believe it goes 8 inches deep. I believe I saw 8 inches deep. Now, when you're doing this, whenever you're tilling, I'm going to make sure that first of all, I don't need to till 8 inches because the lumps, where the ground is lumpy, is not that bad. But anytime you're going to be doing anything where you're going to be going into the ground, you need to make sure, check with Miss Utility if you're going to go below a certain depth. I believe that those things are supposed to be somewhere around 12 inches deep to give you a reference point. I don't know exactly how far everything is beneath here. I'm only going to be doing about 3 or 4 inches. And if I hit anything, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to stop, pull back to make sure there's nothing there. Hey, how's it going? Neighbor going by. Make sure I'm not hitting anything. I do have an in-ground sprinkler system. I know that that's 12 inches deep. And I know that I have some utility wires out here. I want to say it's my cable provider. I know exactly where it is. Over here, where I'm going to be doing the tilling, it's not that deep. But once again, if you're going to be breaking up the ground, make sure that you are not hitting anything. Do your homework. Make sure you know exactly where everything is. When I come back, I'm going to show you some of the size, how big the rocks have been that I found as a result of doing this already. Now I know why my grass wasn't growing in some spots, or when it grew, why it would just kind of go dormant, or I would get disease pressure there earlier. A whole lot of things that were going on with it because the size of these rocks have been there, and you have been your lawn too. So you guys hold on. I'm going to throw this together. Then I'm going to come back and let you guys see how I'm using this. Hang in there. Be right back. Hey, everybody. So this particular tiller, actually, tiller cultivator actually had, as I said, this is electric, and there's a spot right here for you to just kind of wrap your cord around so that you can keep it out of the way. Now, for safety, and most power tools now have a safety mechanism where you have to press a button before you pull the trigger in. And this right here, you can't pull the trigger for safety reasons. You can't pull the trigger unless you push that safety button in. Even when you I am a gun owner. When you buy guns nowadays, they usually have that safety mechanism on the trigger where you can't squeeze the trigger unless your finger is in a certain part of the trigger. And I'm saying that to say, back when tools and things like this first came out, you just got power, you hit the button and it came on. There were no safety mechanisms in there. So it took me all of, I want to say maybe 2 minutes to actually put this together. I'll run some video up there so that you can see me putting it together. Hey, there are only 4 places where you actually put these bolts in. They go in very easily. You don't need pliers or a screwdriver or anything. You just put them in right there. And this particular one, I'm going to bring this down. This is actually adjustable. You can pull this trigger. I can't do it because I'm recording with one hand. You can actually set this to different heights by using this mechanism right here so that you can tilt the tiller to that angle that works best for you. So it really is very, very, very simple. Once again, you just plug it in. You make sure, let me see if I can push this back some. Yeah, just push it down something like that. And you just push this handle like that to adjust your height. And I'm going to actually put it on the lowest. No, I'm not. That's too low. I'm going to put it right there in the middle, and that gives me more control. No, I'm going to actually set it on the highest height because I don't want to have to lean over that far. But anyway, your adjustments are actually right here. Very easy to adjust, as you see. That's all there is to this. You plug it in right here in the handle, as I said. You press your safety button right there, and you go. So, guys, I've actually, full disclosure, I've never used a tiller before. I'm not sure how this is supposed to work. All I know is that I cannot do this with the shovel, so I needed to get something like this tiller. So I'm going to put the camera down. I'm going to stop right here, put the camera down, and I'm going to let you guys see how it works before I let you know whether or not I think you should get one. Hold on. Be right back. Alrighty, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and start this process. Now, you can't see it, but where I'm going to be tilling is where there are rises, humps in the ground. So I'm only trying to smooth out these humps. And I would suggest anytime you're using something that's going to kick up rocks and things like that, always wear eye protection. Let's see how she works. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's definitely tilling. It's definitely getting into the soil. It's also kicking up those rocks, as I said. So, yeah, definitely make sure you have eye protection. Although there is a guard right here, so it's not going to come up to your face, only to where your ankles and things are. But there are a lot of rocks in the ground. And this is also a good way for me to get a lot of these rocks out. So I'm going to go ahead. You're not going to hear me talk. I'm going to go ahead and get some of these hills, these mounds leveled out or flattened out. And then what I'm going to do is come back with my rake and just move it. I do have a leveling rake, so I may use that, or maybe just my regular yard rake to just kind of level it out. Hey guys, so this thing, it's good. It's it's good. I sad to say, but I was really trying to find some reason not to totally like this, but it's good. I'm gonna try to, well, I will put some video up here to show you what the yard looks like. I was doing somewhat of a leveling. I wasn't trying to make the whole ground even because there's still some dips in the ground. I was trying to smooth out those hills and get it to blend in at those level places before it went down. It did that. I actually need to bring some sand soil mix in to really get the whole thing level. Definitely not doing that. But yeah, the only thing I don't like about this is that it's electric and I had to move the cord around. Now I could have just done a better job at making sure the cord was on the opposite side of the direction in which I was going. But Sunjo has a good reputation for a reason. I do have a Sunjo electric pressure washer, and that has never failed me. But yeah, it's this is really good. The the material is good. You know, some plastic in some places, but nothing outside of what you're going to find anywhere else. But steel here, and yeah, these tines really did dig into that soil. You got the motor in here. You got the handle, you know, if you want to carry it. But yeah, it's really good. If you're looking for a tiller and a cultivator, then I would highly, and when I say highly, I mean it in every sense of the word, I would highly recommend this. So yeah, the only thing I can say is that I just have to get used to the cord. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna be using this every day like a mower or something, but I got to give it to Sunjo. What they do well, they do well. I do have a few of the products. Like I said earlier, I have the Snowjo. I don't know if they're the same company, but if you really are looking for this product, I'm pretty sure I can say that it's not going to be as powerful as a gas tiller cultivator because gas products do tend to run at those higher CCs. They typically give you that better ampage, that better output. With I think followed by the electric and then maybe the battery power. But yeah, if you're looking for a tiller and cultivator, if you're doing something to your lawn, to your garden, I would highly recommend keeping this. My wife and I are doing some gardening stuff in the backyard, so she is now in the family. It's just a matter of now what we're going to name her. Hey, I tell you what, you guys throw out some names for him or her. I have nothing in mind right now. Throw out some names. Let me know what you think we should name her. I'm going to throw some videos up here, over here, and over there, once again, for you to watch, to look at if you want to do overseeding or a renovation to your lawn. This is the time of year to do it. We can't wait any longer, especially if you're doing a renovation, because you've got to get that old grass burned off. But yeah, she's a keeper. This is DIY Coach Al out. You guys know what I love to say. First of all, I love you. Secondly, if you can, even if you have to go out of your way, do something on purpose to help make somebody else's day brighter. I promise you, there's no greater feeling that you'll get in life than the feeling of knowing that you've helped somebody who can't help you in return. Coach Al out.